Hey, before we begin, make sure you guys also head on over to my second channel, Draw It To, spelled T-W-O. I have a link to that in the description below in that brand new channel. It's my vlog. That's where I get to talk about a lot of stuff, and I answer a lot of questions that I get a lot in the comments. So please head on over there and continue on the conversation with me over there. I want to avoid doing more like vlog type stuff in this channel. I want to keep this channel mostly tutorials. So that's where my second channel is, where I'm going to be starting talking, like vlogging, like this kind of style. So please head on over there. I'll catch you guys on Draw It To, TWO, and onto the tutorial. What is going on, Draw It To crew? Welcome to Draw It To. My name is Ramny, and this is another episode of How to Draw. Here in this channel, I help you develop your artistic skills by showing you how to draw your favorite characters from TV, movies, video games, comics, or books. So if this is your first time here and you want to see more videos like this one, be sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure to click that notification bell icon so that you guys are notified anytime I upload a brand new tutorial video. Are you ready to draw? Here are the tools that you'll need. You'll need a pencil, an eraser, any type of white paper, and black ink pens for inking afterwards. We all draw at different speeds, so as you're watching this tutorial, remember that you can pause this video at any time so that you can catch up on your drawings. And if you find that this video is still going way too fast, remember that you can always hit that speed button at the bottom right of this video to slow it down. Also keep in mind, one more thing, results will vary, so if your drawings look a little different than mine, that is completely acceptable as well. So having said all of that, let's get right to the tutorial. All right, you guys, so for Pennywise the Clown from It, I've got my paper in portrait mode. What we're going to do is we're going to be drawing his head and his pretty much just up to like upper waist kind of deal. So let's get started. What I really want to do is get that creepy vibe of his face. So we're going to start off with that. First thing is we're going to do a circle about this big, kind of in the upper middle part of the page. And this is going to act as the forehead, the top part of the face. We're gonna draw, it's almost going to look like an ice cream cone, but that's essentially what it is. We're going to draw two lines getting narrower as you go down up to here, about this much, and then here's the jaw and here's the chin. Okay, so there's the general head shape for Pennywise. And right about the middle here, and here, we're going to draw the hair going this way and this way. Okay, right up at the top, he's got some widow's peaks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create this hairline, and it looks like that, kind of pointy and kind of messy. So I'm not going to make it sharp, or I'm not going to make it pointy. I'm going to make it rather crooked. And so it's going to look like this. From there, I'm going to create this hairline. It kind of looks like the McDonald's symbol, like this, if you know what I mean. So there you go. Okay. I'm going to find about this amount of thickness from this point to here, and same thing over here. And now you have kind of like the top part of the hair. His hair kind of gets pointy over here, and on the same side it gets pointy again. And then here at the top it gets kind of, I'll make a little bump like this. So there's the general head shape for Pennywise. I'm going to erase this part now, I don't need that. Before we get to the face, let's work on the collar and the costume. So let's start off by drawing the main collar. It's going to be huge, and it's like this frilly looking clown thing. It's going to start over here, about this much below the chin, and over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a circle like this. Okay, now there's a circle inside that circle. Just going to draw it. Remember to draw these things lightly, you guys. Okay, and then from here, I'm going to draw shoulder, and on the other side, a shoulder as well. This one is a little bit higher than this one, and that's intentional. About this far, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line going down. That's going to be for the torso. From here, going down, and it gets narrower as you go down. Okay, like that. And just try to draw it lightly. Don't draw it too hard. Not yet anyway. All right, now we're going to draw another one of these frills, but it sort of just ends at the shoulders here. So a half circle like that. And then now imagine the arms. Well, first let's draw the arms. So the arms are kind of going to look like this. It's going to curve out, and it's just going to go straight this way. Okay, and then from here, straight this way. Same thing over here. Don't worry about making it nice and perfect or anything. It's better if you have them kind of skinny. So let me redo this. Skinnier, the lankier, the better. There you go. And let me narrow this down a little bit more. Just want to get that look. The skinny, scary, lanky look right. Okay, now so he's got these frills on the shoulders. So we're going to start over here. And we're just going to create this kind of a bubble that goes this way. Okay, start over here. Same thing, about the same distance, or same parallel. Goes this way. And you just make a, there you go, there are the shoulder bits. It kind of comes up over here above the shoulder. Now let's do the same thing for the bicep part, for the upper arm. So I start over here, then I spread out. Okay, I drew a line right here and right here. And I start over here, it comes out and then goes in. And same thing over here, goes out and then goes back in. Okay, right here, comes out and goes in like this. And the rest of it is just going to be, well, the rest of it is going to be the arm. Let me just adjust that. I'm only going to draw up to here, so we'll leave it at that. I'm going to find the center, but I'm going to move a little bit to the right of that center, right here. This is actually the line that I want. Okay, and then within this center line that we just did, what we're going to do is we're going to draw the, like a pom-pom buttons. There's one there, half hidden by the frilly part, and then another one over here, about this far down. And another one, actually we'll draw a line here first. Let's draw a line going across, right here. There's good. And then the last one is going to be right here. Okay, so this is kind of like a garter, you could say. So imagine the upper part kind of closes in right here. And then the bottom of that garter is below this pom-pom button. There you go, here's a kind of a belt, but it's a little bit high. So I wouldn't call it a belt really. I'm going to double up on this line here and this line. So you've got two lines there. And then just draw that going down. And then here, you got a little thing that looks like a skirt, but it's actually the top of his pants are really, really wide. I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay, so here is our base for Pennywise from the new movie. Okay, so that's a good start. Now let's get started with the face. And the face is the most important part for Pennywise because that's sort of where, I mean, that's one aspect of him that's really scary and creepy. Okay, so you see this, the bottom of the circle. I shouldn't have erased it too early, but I'm going to use the bottom of that circle as the start for the face. And this is going to be, here's the bottom. This is going to be the brow. And I'm going to draw a line going down the middle. The brow is there, and I'm going to follow that circle somewhat, going this way. I'm going to stop right there, and I follow it this way as well. Okay, here are two curves, and those are going to be just the scowl. Okay, and then thin eyebrow kind of goes this way, and then it goes up, and then across, like this. Same thing on the other side. There you go. Now we're going to draw the nose, and we're going to start off by drawing the nose, the bottom of the nose right here. Okay, it goes like this.
and then find two sides, and then just close it so it looks like that. Draw a line going down. Then now we're going to draw a half circle on this side and on this side. Make sure they're the same size. I made my left one a little bigger than my right. There you go. From this point, I'm going to draw a line going across. And here I draw a line going across as well, just until it reaches past the eye. I'll make a curve right there. So now I have these lines. I'm going to draw some more wrinkles underneath. So what we're going to do is we're going to darken these eye lines, make it look like he's got eyeliner. So once you get it right, make sure you get it right first, and then you darken these lines. Okay, and then you draw some wrinkles beneath those lines, like this. So those wrinkles don't go all the way; they go over here, and then they go this way, and they kind of just stop. All right, so there you go. Wrinkles on the side, wrinkles on the side. He does have some cracks, some very faint cracks here on the forehead. So you could do that rather faintly. They kind of look like lightning bolts. And then to give it that really creepy look, what you want to do is you want to grab another pencil, make sure it's sharp, and you draw a half circle on the top part of the eye, here and here. Now in the movie, I believe his eyes are sort of slightly cockeyed. That means that they're looking in different directions. So if you want to do that, that works as well. So there you go. Here's the red part of the nose. Close that off. Okay. And then we make the smile. So we're going to start right here, and we're just going to do a smile from here to there. Make a thin lip, like that. And then from here, it goes down to the chin, about this much. So this goes down and curves this way, and then goes to here. It almost looks like a comic. Like when you draw a comic or an emoji, that's the kind of smile that you want. There you go. Lower lip is going to be that big. And then he's got some teeth. There you go. I'm going to darken the lower part of that lip. I'm going to draw a line from the tip of the lip to the nose. And then, okay, let's figure out where the chin is going to go. Here's the chin. Here's the other chin. From here, we're going to go this way. And then it cuts through the middle of the eye. Right here. And then it goes up like that. Same thing on this side. There you go. There's Pennywise the clown. Now let's give the side of the face a more natural look, and let's also draw in the ears. The ears are going to be right here, and then they get covered by the hair. And the other ear is going to be right here, also gets covered by hair. Okay, and then now let's just give him some definition. I'm going to extend his chin down a little lower. There you go. Not too much. There you go. And then I'm just going to draw some temple lines here and here, just for the temples. There you go. So that's the face. That's probably the most important part. And then now, frizzy hair. What you want to do is you don't want to give him smooth lines, because creepier characters tend to be drawn very irregularly. So nothing smooth, and you want to try to keep it as wrinkled and off kilter as possible, if you guys know what that word means. So I could easily do this with my pen, so I'm just going to do that, leave it like this. If you guys are not going to ink your stuff afterwards, your drawing, feel free to do this with your pencil, but I could easily do that with my pen, so I'm going to leave it for my pen. I'm going to leave it for this part right here. Okay, now let's work on the frills around his head, like on the neck part. I'm going to start off by drawing some zigzags along the guideline that we did earlier, and this zigzag is just going to be really tight, up and down like this. As random as possible. There you go. And then just find some points from the edge going towards the center. So imagine the center of this, it would be like around the nose part. So draw some lines going kind of into the nose randomly. Don't make it even. Again, you want to make it as uneven as possible. So just draw some lines going out like this. Okay, now you do the same thing over here. Zigzagging all the way to the side. This is probably going to be the most tedious part. So I'm just going to keep my mouth shut and just watch what I do. I'm going to do that for this and here as well. There you go. When you reach these ends here, you want to just give it a little bit of a higher up curve like this and like this. And once you have that, you've got the frills, you're good to go. There you go. Now, that's probably the hardest part. These pom-poms, we're just going to make them look poofy like this. Okay, he's got some pinstripes. I'm going to double up on this line right here. This is the seam, but the rest of it is pinstripes. 1, 2, 3, and we'll do one more over here, 4. Okay. 1 right here. 1, 2, 3, and then 4 over here. Now, let's go to the shoulders before the rest of the body. What we're going to do with the shoulders is we're going to bring it in slightly. Bring it in like this into the body and then back out again. And then same thing on this side. Actually, we're going to tuck this underneath so it goes into the body like this and back out like that. And then for this, it's going to be a series of wrinkles from the top to the middle, wavy ones like that. And then the bottom is going to be zigzaggy, but really random zigzags. So it goes like that, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over here. I'm gonna bring it up like this, and then another one on the side like that. So it's hard to explain it, but I just wave my pencil around like that, and then I do the same thing on this side. From the top, I go down right here, go down this way. There you go. And then here at the bottom, I just do the opposite. Actually, I make it wavy, like that. And then you kind of do the same thing with this part. So the top gets wrinkled and it runs down to the middle in different varying sizes, and then the bottom part is just, imagine fabric getting bunched up. That's what it looks like. Okay, same thing here. Looks like that, and then the bottom part looks like this. All right, now I'm gonna find the edges here. There's this tiny little part right there. I'm going to draw some diagonal, tiny little diagonal lines just going across from one side all the way to the other side, and I do the same thing with this line right here as well. There you go. It's got some wrinkles right here actually. So wrinkles just kind of going in like that. And then once you have that, you guys, we are done. More just wrinkles over here and right here. And that's it. So once you have that, you guys, we are done with Pennywise the Clown from the brand new movie It, which is out in theaters this week actually. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial.
And that is all the time that we have for this tutorial video. Thank you for watching all the way to the very end. If you are proud of your drawings, I would love to see them. So there's 3 different ways that you can send your drawings my way. Number 1, you can post it in the Google Plus community for me to see and for everybody else in the community to see. You can also post it on Instagram and tag me, or you can email it to me at drawit2@gmail.com. I look forward to seeing all of your artwork. Now, if you are curious about the equipment that I use to make my videos or to do my tutorials, I have a kit.com link down in the description below. Make sure to check it out and find out what I use to run this YouTube channel. Now, what you see right here is me inking this artwork. If you want to see a longer version of this inking process, make sure to head on over to patreon.com/drawit2 to become one of my patrons. This is one of the perks that you get. And if you guys do want to support this channel even more, make sure to head on over to patreon.com. There's different rewards that you will receive if you do decide to support me through Patreon. If you're curious about other ways to support this channel and to keep it sustainable, I have merchandise that you can purchase, such as t-shirts, mugs, and mouse pads. And you can also buy some of my art prints in my art store, my online art store at draw2.storeenvy.com. Be sure to check out my art store often because I regularly post brand new stuff that is available for you guys to purchase. If you guys did enjoy this tutorial, it would help me a great deal if you guys liked this video, commented below, or shared this with your friends in your social media. And speaking of social media, don't forget you guys can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Google+, and on my website, drawit2.com, where you can download a whole bunch of coloring pages from the tutorials that are found in this channel. Finally, before I go, I want to say thank you to these lovely people who have decided to become my patrons. And yes, thank you so much to all of you. And thank you for watching. And as always, stay tuned for more so you can learn to draw too. I'll see you guys in my next video.